and welcome to my boudoir. My name is Venus Soleil and this is the gorgeous look I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys today. This look is totally inspired by Euphoria, very spacey, galaxy themed. If you guys like to see how I achieved this look, then keep on watching. Alright, so guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is glue down these eyebrows. Now, if you're a brave queen and you can shave off your eyebrow hairs, that will save you a lot of time during your drag process. However, I am just not brave enough to do that yet. So we're going to go ahead and use a good old Elmers glue stick to glue these brows down. It's okay if it's messy. You just want to get every eyebrow hair coated. You want to go ahead and brush up. I'm using like a spoolie. And you want to go ahead and brush up so that eyebrow hairs lay flat against the skin. Now that my eyebrow hairs are nice and brushed up, I'm gonna use the back of makeup brush just to go ahead and make sure this is laid flat. So just kind of brush it up. All right, guys, so now that we have our brow nice and glued and brushed up and smoothed down, we wanna go ahead and get rid of the excess glue around the eyebrow. You wanna just go ahead and wipe around this part here. You see that? Okay, and we're gonna just use this to get smooth more down. Sometimes the water will help with smoothing it down. We're gonna go with more layers, so don't worry about the coverage right now. We just wanna make sure the eyebrows are as flat as we can get it, and then we'll go in and start to add the coverage with the layers, so. All right, guys, at this step, if you guys have a hair dryer on the cool setting, you can go ahead and blow dry this, and it'll help the glue dry a little bit faster. But if you don't, just be patient and wait, because if you don't wait for each layer of glue to dry, then it's gonna start to clump up, become like an oatmeal-y crazy mess. So you wanna make sure that each layer dries completely before going with the next layer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, All right, you guys, so this eyebrow is about dry on the right side here, which is probably your left. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my second layer. Then we're gonna go back in with makeup wipe. All right, you guys, so now I'm gonna go ahead and powder these brows down. So they're just a little bit tacky still. So I think it makes a better coverage if your brows still have a little bit of tackiness, not fully wet, because I feel like it helps the powder grip onto your brows. I'm using the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder in Dark Deep to set my brows. Press, 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 press. You wanna make sure you press in that powder into these brows, honey, because you do not want any lifting, honey. No lifting. This part always makes me laugh. I think it's so funny. We're gonna go ahead and get a fluffy powder brush and just go ahead and dust it away lightly. You don't want to scrub. Alright, guys, so to prime my face, I'm going to use the One Size Beauty Secure the Blur Primer. I love this primer because it legit blurs the pores, and it does what it says. It secures the blur. Alright, you guys, so now that we have our face nice and primed, it's time to go ahead and move on to foundation. I'm going to be using a drag staple, or a drag holy grail, which is the KryolanTV paint stick. This is the shade V22, if anyone wants to use me as a shade reference. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that up. We're just going to go ahead and do some marks. Girl, y'all see how that eyebrows just disappeared? Alright, you guys, so now it's time to highlight our face. And this is what's gonna really start to bring everything forward and pinch everything in. So I like to go 2 to 3 shades lighter than my skin tone, sometimes 4, because I can always bring it back down with powders if it gets too bright. And we're gonna go ahead and blend her out. I like to start blending from here and then blend in, because if you start blending here and blending down, you can drag the product all the way down. If you start blending here, you know where you're gonna stop with the product. So I like to blend down here first. Alright, you guys, because this is drag, we want our highlights to be super bright. Well, I like my highlights to be super bright, so I'm actually gonna go in with some white. So we're gonna keep this product right in the center of the face. We're not gonna drag this all the way out. We're gonna keep it here to really bring light here. All right, so this is the part now I like to go ahead and do my eyebrows. So I like to do everything in creams, as much as I can in creams first, then I set everything and then go back on my powders. I find it more flattering when you just actually start your eyebrow where your eyebrow actually starts. So my natural eyebrows start here, so I would draw my brow here. Then we're gonna go ahead and go on top. All right, queen, so now it's time to go ahead and conceal these brows, to go ahead and like carve them out to make them a little bit more, I guess, presentable or cleaned up. So I'm gonna take some white cream paint and we're gonna highlight our brow as well as shape them. And guys, here's another little quick tip to get that like ombre faded brow effect. I like to go in with some white. Just put some white here in the center. And we're gonna go ahead and blend that together. And we're gonna create an ombre brow. We're just blending this. And we're gonna go a little bit into the eyebrows. So, just like that. On each side. And it creates that like faded front, as you guys can see here. It's kind of creating that faded look. Let's go ahead and start to go ahead and powder. So I like to double powder. So what I mean by that is I'll take a translucent powder such as the Coty Airspun powder, which is literally like every drag queen staple. I like to take the Coty Airspun translucent powder and powder my whole entire face. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of that in the back of this top here. I like to go for the brows first because those have been sitting for a while and I want to make sure those are nice and set. So just be very careful at this point, you guys, and don't breathe in all this powder because it's not good for you. We're gonna go with our powder brush and just wipe all this away. So now, I'm gonna go in with a foundation powder that's closer to my skin tone and set my entire face again, but with a powder that's closer to my skin tone. So I'm gonna go in with that Patrick Star One Size Setting Powder in Dark Deep, and I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. And that just adds a little bit more coverage to the face and also just makes the skin a little bit more balanced for the final product, okay? So I'm actually gonna go ahead and take a dome brush like this and just go ahead and bake a little bit under my eyes because we're gonna do our eyeshadow next, so. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and move on to the eyes now. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime the lid. Use your sponge and just blend that down. All right, you guys, so I brought you guys in a little bit closer and I also turned down the lights just a little bit because I want you guys to be able to see exactly what's going on and not have too much of like a flashback from the lights. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the matte book by the Crayon case and use the purple out of here. You guys can see I use this palette so much, like it's insane. We're gonna take this pink shade here and we're gonna go ahead and just stamp it here. Just be super careful around your eyebrows, you guys. You don't want to disrupt that beautiful glue job that we just did. So just, all right, you guys. So now we're gonna go ahead and create a gradient. So now that we have this pink like transition shade on there, we're gonna go ahead and go in with this purple here. So we're gonna take the purple. We're gonna work the purple right under the pink. Just make sure this purple doesn't go past the pink and just stay below it. So you can have fun and blend here. Just be careful and be mindful of where you're placing it. And if you want, you can go ahead and take some more of that pink with that old brush that we used and just flesh the pink above it, just so we don't lose that color completely, but we want to make sure that it's still there and still vibrant and still beautiful, but just to, you know, further blend and gradiate. At this point, I want to go deeper, so there's no deeper purple here, so I'm just going to use this dark blue, which could kind of like pass as a purple. I'm going to use this to really deepen up this crease that we got going on here. So I'm going to pack that on here. All right, so I'm kind of feeling like a blue tone on the bottom, so I'm going to take this dark blue again here. I'm gonna blend that blue right in the waterline here. Well, lower lash line, I should say. And then we could take another fluffy brush and take a lighter blue shade and work that right under this blue that we put down, this dark blue. Now, if it looks like you got punched in the face, you're doing the right thing, okay? Just keep on blending. And go ahead and connect it to what you got going on up here. We're gonna take some white, and we're gonna go ahead and kind of clean off our lid a little bit. And this is kind of like a cut crease or like a halo eye, but we're just gonna like clean this off just to create some space here. All right, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and add a pop of color to the lid now. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Pat McGrath Mega Mothership like Celestial Divinity palette. This palette is like, has like a long name, but it has some beautiful, beautiful shades in it. And you can use like any shimmer shade you like, but I like to add a pop of color onto my lid. I'm gonna even take this shade and add an inner corner highlight here. So I'm gonna just put it here as well, just to really brighten up this inner corner. All right, you guys, so let's do this eyebrow highlight. So I'm gonna take this white now. And I'm gonna go right under the eyebrow here and just set. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and dip into this black gel liner. I like using gel liner, you guys, because it's blacker to me. Like I feel like it's thicker and you can get more coverage with it. Liquid liners are good for like detail, but I feel like this is really good for like, you know, getting the liner on there. All right, you guys, so now that that liner is on, I'm gonna go into the waterline with some black just to really smudge it out and smoke it out to create some depth in the lower lash line. And I like using the black from the Devaroe palette. She has a nice black shadow. Girl, you did the damn thing with the black, so I'm just gonna do that. And then we're gonna just like work that. Ooh. All right, guys, now we're gonna go ahead and go into some mascara to go ahead and give these lashes a coat of mascara because we have a lot of powder on them. All right, y'all, so before we put our lash on, I'm gonna go ahead and hit these brows up. So I'm gonna take some black. So as you guys see, we already have an outline of how our brow is supposed to look from earlier. So I'm gonna just take some black eyeshadow now. And we are going to carefully just flick in our eyebrows. And guys, at this point, you can ombre the brow out. So you don't have to like fill it all the way in with black. At this point, you can just like leave whatever's left on the brush and just like start to flick here and blend. All right. We are almost done with the eye. So I'm actually gonna take some glitter from Trixie Cosmetics. It's in the shade Lava Lamp. Come through, Trixie Cosmetics. I'm gonna put this around the eye because it has beautiful like purpley green reflect, and I feel like it'll go good with the lower lash part of this eye. So I'm just gonna dip in and just like this is where I say is a grunge fantasy, honey. All right, you guys, and because I'm extra, I'm gonna go ahead and put some stones around the eyes as well. These really cute little Swarovski crystals. Got on Amazon for like, let's say 10 bucks. I'm gonna take some of my Spirit Gum glue. It looks gorgeous, right? All right, you guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and throw in a lash to complete this eye finally. But guys, I think this eye looks super beautiful and I can't wait to do the other one. All right, so I have my lash glue, and these are just like some mink lash that I got off Amazon that I stacked, and I used the Lily Lash Glue from Lily Lashes. All right, you guys, so this is one eye complete. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and then I'll be right back to show you guys the rest of the face. And we are back. Okay, guys, as you guys can see, we have both eyes complete. We're gonna go into powder and contour highlights. So to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and take my little dome brush. Where's my dome brush at? I'm now taking some white powder by Mayron, just putting that under my eye to go ahead and bake some more to bring some more light to the face. And I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow palette, which is the Crayon Case Matte Book, and just go ahead and start to add some blushy tones on my face, as well as some contours using eyeshadows, and then we'll go ahead and continue. Yo, I pinched the hell out of this look. And this is like the most pinched my nose has ever been, but that's my nose contour. Alright guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and go into blush to go ahead and blush up the face. And to blush my face, I'm gonna go into the Back to the Fuchsia palette by Trixie Cosmetics and use this beautiful purple blush. This one is called Cyber Babe. And you know we stan Trixie around here, you guys. Alright you guys, so now it's time to highlight the face, and to highlight my face, I'm actually going to dip into the Devaroe Side Eye palette, and she does have a blush palette that has highlighters and blushes in it, but there's just one shade in this palette right here that I use to highlight, and it is gorgeous. Like, guys, look at this. Guys, look at that. Oh my god, I just love this. I love this as a highlighter. Alright you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and line my lips now. I'm just going to use this Freck Pen brown liner because I can't find my brown lip liner. Now I'm going to go into PRISM by Trixie Cosmetics and, you know, get a little lip gloss on. Alright, we're going to take some of this Morphe Continuous Setting Spray to set our face. Alright you guys, this is the final makeup look. I'm going to go ahead and throw on a wig and an outfit, and I'll be right back with the final transformation. Alright you guys, that is it for this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is the final look, guys. I am living for it so much. If you guys recreate this look, please tag me because I would love to see what you guys come up with. This look is perfect for like a Euphoria themed party. It's perfect for Pride. It's perfect for like a, I don't know, a Stars, Night, Warrior, Galaxy, Storm look situation. Anyway guys, that is it for me today. I enjoyed creating this look for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
I could be lying and tell you you're fine. I could be lying the rest of the night.